This is my sketchbook tour. I haven't recorded one of these in a while, and I'm kind of like brain foggy today, so we'll see how this goes. It's the end of a long day. I got home from class like an hour ago, so I'm a little brain dead. I had critique today, but I'm gonna try to record this and get through this the best that I can. So for starters, well, first off, this is half of a sketchbook tour. I have not finished half of the sketchbook. I still have about half to go. It's a big sketchbook, and if I did like a tour of the whole thing at once, it would be a really long video, and I don't know if anybody wants to hear me talk for that long. So we're just gonna do half today, and then when I finish the other half, I'll come back to it, just like I did last time. Um, this is a Blake House brand sketchbook. I think it was originally like a 9 by 12. It came in a 2-pack that I bought at the beginning of college. I bought a 2-pack of these like August my freshman year, so August 2020. And now, as of recording this, it's mid-March 2022, and I'm only halfway through the second one. So these have lasted me a while. I kind of talked about that in my last one too, I think. So originally it was a 9.5 or 9 by 12, something like that. But I used my friend's laser cutter to cut it into a square because the other one felt too big when I was using it, and I wanted a square sketchbook, but I was like, oh, I'm stuck with this one that I have, I should use it, I don't want to waste it. So I used a laser cutter, and I cut off like 3 inches from the top, and it caught on fire. But it's okay. It's just very charred at the top, as you can see. So, you know, this is like a one-of-a-kind sketchbook, I guess. If you want a Blick Square sketchbook, use a laser. Use a $5,000 laser named Jeremy. For the stickers on it, I got my Lemon Demon sticker that came with my Spirit Phone vinyl. I got a Watch Out for Snakes sticker. He's a local synth artist that I know, and he's a very cool guy who makes very cool music. This is a sticker that my friend Michelle made, part of like a Mitski-themed sticker set that she did. This little raccoon that doesn't show up very well on camera because it's a mirror sticker is from Amber Mars Art. Dancing Goats Coffee is a local coffee chain that I really like to go to with my girlfriend, and sometimes they have free stickers. I got this Wyoming Sonic one from when my friends and I ordered the Sonic State t-shirts last summer. Got a Winter Bloom one, that's where I work. I help Thea do Winter Bloom stuff, so I put a little Winter Bloom sticker there. Got this little rainbow. This is Outrun Brewery's little mirror sticker that also doesn't show up well. I got that when I went to a Terminus Retrowave show last summer, which is a really cool like local synth collective. And they do shows, and sometimes they're free at this really cool outdoor brewery. I would like to go to more of them, but a lot of them are in bars and I'm 20, so I gotta wait. And then Frisky Monkey, another synth artist who is local and very cool. And then this one, Amber, my girlfriend, got, I don't remember where this came from, if I'm being honest, but it's cute, so she gave it to me. To pause the recording for a second because I just remembered I left my phone number exposed on the inside cover, so I had to go fix that. Alright, so let's go. So this is my inside cover. As you know, if you've seen any of my other sketchbook tours, I always draw this like Cyclops persona of mine at the start of every sketchbook. And so this time I started this sketchbook right after I saw TV Girl with my girlfriend for her birthday, and I drew the Who Really Cares album cover, but as my little Cyclops girl. This was Posca pen, but I watered it down in some spots and used a brush to make it like kind of, I don't know, I guess more transparent. Usually I put my hype stickers from the albums that I buy in the inside cover, but I have been very good about not buying albums, which is a little sad when I look at this, because the only album that I've bought that had a hype sticker since I've started this sketchbook was Bikini Kill. I've gotten a couple others, like I got Two Door Cinema Club. Oh my god, maybe I really have only gotten Bikini Kill and Two Door Cinema Club since then, and Two Door Cinema Club didn't come with a hype sticker. So, I guess, I don't know. We'll see how this is when I come back to this sketchbook. Also, I don't really remember what's in here, so this is going to be interesting for both of us. We got some sketches from beginning of October. This is when I had an abscessed tooth last semester, and my face got kind of swollen, and it was really scary, and I had to go on antibiotics and get my tooth pulled, and it was not fun. I missed like a whole week of school, so I drew Dr. Lobato because this was still around the time of Psychonauts 2 coming out. This is a page where I put all of my Patreon stickers. It wasn't really my intention to like do that, and it kind of feels like a waste of stickers in some aspect, but these are all the ones that I've outsourced from Sticker App. I switched over from making them at home to making them a Sticker App last summer, and I'm pretty happy with the results. They're nice stickers. Yeah, if you want stickers like this, you can subscribe to my Patreon. I also have some Raz and Lily sketches that were concepts from, can I zoom this out at all? No, I can't. Alright. Sorry, I noticed the cropping was a little weird on this. Sketches from when I did a Psychonauts giveaway last summer, and 2 of the winners got sketches from me of their favorite Psychonauts characters, so I got to draw Raz for somebody, and I got to draw Lily for somebody. This is, I just always think of like how bad my mouth hurt from my abscessed tooth when I think of this drawing. I drew a bakery that my girlfriend and I went to on like a little date in Marietta Square, and it was cute, so I drew it. And I was drawing this for so long that the lady that was working came over and gave us free cookies, so that was nice. And then Amber got this taro boba ice cream that was really good. She let me have a couple bites, so I drew it. Some more body sketches. I don't like these. I hadn't really drawn R or Julie in a while, and this was, I think, right around the time that my friend, well, no, we didn't have our group chat yet. We didn't have our Discord yet. So maybe we're just talking about it in Isaac Marion's Discord. Let me scoot this over a little bit. I should have positioned my camera higher. Oops. Losing my train of thought. So, yeah, Warm Bodies sketches, there's nothing really too special about these. And if you hear any, like, scratching sounds, that's because my girlfriend moved her lizards into my office when she moved in. So there are 2 bearded dragons watching me record this, and they get the zoomies right now. These are some sketches. Like, I kind of hit, like, a really bad depressive episode in, like, October and November. So just some venting doodles. Another venting doodle, well, that's not even Cyclops, just self-portrait with Mitski lyrics. This was Posca Pen, and I still really like how this looks. This was when I was planning me and Celia's new Super Mega icons. Every year I draw us as Matt and Ryan, and we make that our Discord profile pictures. So these are the 2020 ones, or sorry, 2021 ones. This is what we ended up going with. This was right before I saw Planet Booty. This was a little bit after. I saw Planet Booty last year. Amazing, as always. I've seen them a couple times now, and they always blow me away. So I drew Dylan, because he posted this picture on Instagram, and I liked the pose and, I guess, body movement? Sure, we'll go with that. Got some Snooki and Michael Cera action over here. This was notes for school, trying to figure out the rest of the semester. Got some model drawing. This was watercolor with Prismacolor pencil over it, and then here's like roughs over here. I had a really hard time with this and like just could not get it right. I'm still not too happy with how these turned out, but that's okay. Cowboy Bebop stuff, because I was trying to figure out, I knew I wanted a Cowboy Bebop theme for December, but I didn't know what I wanted the print to be, so I was just kind of doodling. I really like this spread. Amber and I were at a park while she did like a clothing swap with her friends, so everybody had to like donate or bring clothes they were going to donate, and then everybody just went through each other's piles, and it was fun. Everybody walked away with a bunch of clothes. And I drew this lady sitting on a railing at the park. Then we got some Fleabag art, garden lyrics, because I thought I was going to see the garden, and then I didn't. I got some crayon drawings, because I got a box of crayons, because I just really wanted to draw with crayons, and then I didn't do a very good job of doing that. Some Steven, some Juniper, my OCs. This is probably my favorite thing in this sketchbook. It's kind of hard to fit the whole thing in here because it just barely cuts off with how wide my phone screen is. I did this garden themed spread because I thought I was gonna go see the garden, and then I didn't. We were supposed to see them in November, and then it got postponed like day of because they got COVID. And then they decided to come back on MLK Day during Omicron and refused to cancel it or refund us for people who did not feel safe going. So I missed out on seeing them at a really tiny venue, and I know next time they come back it's going to be a bigger venue, and I'm really, really bitter about it. Thank you, Garden Twins. Very cool to put your fans in danger, you know, during like a huge, huge spike of COVID cases in Atlanta. Very sexy. But this is gouache, crayon, and colored pencil. And Posca pen. Like, I went all mixed media on this, and it was very fun. This is just kind of like, whatever. I hate this. We got some twerp drawings. This was when New and Improved came out. I like it. I like it more than I like Over the Top. But I feel very disconnected from twerp now. Like, that used to be, like, my main obsession and fandom, if you've known me for the last couple years. Like, in high school, I was so in love with twerp. And I still love twerp, but I'm very out of the loop for the sake of my sanity because the fandom is fucking a lot. It's a lot. And for my health and safety, I don't keep up with that anymore. I just kind of look at them and I go, wow, those guys are neat. And that's it. That's all I need to do. So these were Crayola marker, and they're fun. I like them a lot. This was referenced from a picture I think Jake Gerber took. I can't remember. This is when Celia went to Mexico and they met the Joker. So I drew the picture. I don't think I ever showed them. Yeah, I drew Celia and the Joker. And then I drew pets that belong to my friends. And Amber's lizard Stinky. Because people were sending pictures of their pets over Discord, and I was like, oh, I'll draw them. And I really like this page. This was December, I think, and I was really back into Mystery Kids. I like started mentally planning out this whole Mystery Kids fan fiction that I could not bring myself to write because I'm like no shame to anybody that writes fan fiction, but I'm like, I'm 20. This was something I was obsessed with in middle school. I can't bring myself to that level of cringe yet. I know cringe is dead. Be free. Do whatever. Life is short. I can't bring myself to write fanfiction anymore. Like, something in my brain screams no at me. But I can draw fan art for the fanfiction I want to make in my head. So we got some Pacifica and Norman, and Mabel, and Coraline, and Raz and Lily is little gay adults. And then I found I was on like a roll with finding fucking references on Pinterest. So I drew all of these from like cool references I found, and I really like these still. Just the Mystery Kids as adults, interacting with each other, hanging out. A lot of fun. Oh, this is glued down. This is a test of my first lithograph print. I just glued it in here because it was the end of the semester and I was cleaning up my drawer and I wanted to fill up this space, so I glued it in. Shitty Razes that I don't like. Spider-Mans. This is where my Spider-Man obsession blossoms. This was like right after I saw No Way Home and right when I started playing the PS4 Insomniac game. And then I rewatched Spider-Verse, and then I rewatched all the movies. So I'm still on my Spider-Man kick. I am currently wearing a Spider-Man shirt as I record this. I drew a Spider-Sona just for shits and giggles. Drew these Peters that are kind of fun. These were a Tombow. This was with this one kind of pen that I don't have on my desk because I think I've lost both of them now, and I'm really sad about it. It's some kind of Pentel pen. Comic planning stuff. This was the moment when my sketchbook caught on fire, as you can tell by how orange the paper got. Just comic stuff. My main little fairy guys. Concept stuff, I guess. Just kind of doodling. And then because I was thinking about my fairy comic that I'm making, I started thinking about my childhood obsession of Disney fairies. So I went back and drew... This is just a random fairy referenced from one of the old illustrations. Then we have my self-insert OC that I had as a kid, Rose Wings, and then I drew this other fairy that I would always play with on the website, named Vanessa, and her username was like Mia Sunblossom. And I always wondered like how she's doing, or like if she remembers like any of like our crazy fucking role plays that we would do as kids, because that shit was fun. That was fun and I miss it. And then I drew Bess because she is my favorite fairy, because she's the art fairy, and I think she's very pretty, and I like her. Patreon thumbnails. This is for a flat Stanley that I had for way too long from a relative, and I just remembered I need to email the pictures for that still, and I still haven't done that. Uh-oh. I'll get around to that. Kermit from the Once in a Lifetime Kermit music video. It's like my favorite video ever. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. I just watched it, and then I'd pause, and then I'd draw, then I'd hit play, pause, draw. And I really like this spread. It's very fun. Oh, and this was also Crayola marker. If it's marker, it's usually Crayola and or Tombow. These were referenced from the old Disney Fairies illustrations, where I would just pull up an illustration and then simplify the pose and draw it. I really like this one and this one. These two are like my favorites. This was Tink and Ronnie hugging, and then we got, I think this was Fawn, and that was a random baker fairy making a pizza. As you can tell, he was throwing the dough. This was when school started. This is when I started my sequential art class, and I really love this class a lot, and you're gonna hear me talk a lot about it. Yeah, I'm in sequential art 1 right now. I'm a sequential art major, so obviously I'm very jazzed to finally be touching my major. So a lot of times our professor has us do warm-ups on index cards, and then I usually tape them into my sketchbook when I'm done if I like them. This was thumbnailing a comic that we had to make like our first or second day of class. We had to make a comic about how COVID affected us. This is requirements for our first assignment. She gave it to us like on a paper printout, which was kind of weird. So I cut it and glued it in here, and then I did my thumbnails. These were mesas and a juniper, and another juniper that I did on my lunch break at my figure drawing class, because I take figure drawing on Fridays. It's only on Fridays, but it's also a 6-hour class, so like, I kind of like it and I kind of hate it. Yeah, I was on my lunch break and all my friends had left the building and I had an hour, so I just sat alone and drew mesas and listened to music. More mesas. I really love this one. I love this one so much. This is like peak mesa. And then I was like, what if I make enamel pins? But I don't think I'm gonna make these. I've had people tell me that I should, but I don't know. I want to make a pin, but the process, or like, I don't know. It's not really the process. I guess it's just the fact that it's a lot of money intimidates me. Figure drawing homework. Had to draw simplified skeletons, so I did. These are my last two. Simple character design warm-up for figure drawing. We had to draw a little simple character on an index card, then we all swapped them. Then we had to draw like a setting, and then we swapped them, and then we wrote out some character traits, and then we swapped them, so by the end of it you had a random character, setting, and a list of personality traits, and you had to combine them all and make a little comic. So I got this one that my professor made. It's a little trash can. And I got a bathroom, so I made it a radioactive trash can in a bathroom. I got some Memphises and some Lopes and some Mesas. Yeah, not a lot to this page. Amber's horny little bearded dragon. His name is Stinky, and when he sees the other bearded dragon, who is named Dip, who is a little lady bearded dragon, he goes absolutely apeshit and starts banging his head into the side of his tank and, like, scrambling for her attention. So I drew a little speech bubble that says, "Please fuck me." Here's his food bowl. This was when I painted the flowers that Amber got me for Valentine's Day. They were on my desk for, like, 2 weeks, and I tried to keep them as long as I could, but they started to mold, so I had to throw them out. But they're in this cute little mason jar, and I just did gouache with Prismacolor over it, and I'm really happy with this, and I might turn it into a print. Not really sure yet. Smiling Friends fan art. I don't like it that much. The fan art. I love Smiling Friends. But the fan art I'm kind of meh on. I got to finally see the Smiling Friends orb that's here in town at the last minute, but like my friend and I had plans to go see it, and then she was like, "Oh man, I can't, like I gotta work," or something came up, and I was like, "Alright, that's alright." And then we were driving back from lunch, we'd gone to Grindhouse, and we passed it, and it was on Krog Street, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, park the car, park the car, park the car! And she's like, I can't, like, I'm driving. Oh my god!
Park! I have to go.
Park!
I have to
Park
go.
the car! Sorry! Like, this is Krog Street, like, I can't fucking park at the Krog Street tunnel. And I was like, ah! But I got to see it. So, I mean, that's better than not seeing it, but I wanted to, like, actually go up to it. I wanted to see it at night, too, because apparently you hear Pim and Charlie inside talking, and it's cool. I don't know. There was like Smiling Friends posters and billboards like all over town last month too. So it was nice to see. Cause I like the show. I like the creators. I like it. I got some notes for videos that I wanted to make and now I don't know if I want to make them. I don't know. I'll figure that out. I really like this spread. We got some, this is just pencil drawings with watercolor washes over them. Just Mesa and thinking about her relationships with other women and her relationship with herself. We got some Mitski lyrics. I like these. These are notes for the zine that I just made, and you'll see a little bit of it later on. I just turned it in today. We had like a month and a half to work on it, so it takes up a lot of the sketchbook. It was called Let's Be Honest, and it's a little 16-page zine that I just made about my experiences with lesbianism, and it's on my Gumroad if you would like to read it. It's free. Here's my original thumbnails, because originally only had to be 8 pages, and then the professor was like, okay, I'm going to extend the deadline, but also now it has to be 16 pages, and we were all kind of like, what? But we got it done, so, and I don't know, it kind of works better now that it's 16 pages instead of 8. I gave it more room to breathe, and I could do some funny little drawings. Yeah, so here's my revised thumbnails for, oh, it gets to be longer? Cool. Just some little drawings I did at the print club sale. I wrote a little sticky note of like prompts that I could do, or just notes that I wanted to do in my sketchbook, and I didn't really do any of those. So, Spider-Man Brain Rot continues. This is when I just started thinking about like, what would my ideal Spider-Man comic be? Like, if Marvel let me do a Spider-Man comic, what would I want that to be? And the answer is, I would want it to take place in art school. Because I think Peter does not get to be as, like, you know, artsy as he really is, because he's, like, a photographer, and, you know, he designed his own suit and, like, made it himself, and depending on the story. So I'm like, I would like an AU where Peter actually gets to go to art school, instead of, like, going into STEM, and MJ is also there with him, and MJ is also non-binary. MJ is a sequential arts major, because I'm a fucking sequential art major, and I like MJ. And then Peter is a photography major. Gwen is there. She's Peter and MJ's mutual ex from high school, but they're all on good terms. Because, like, Peter and MJ dated, then they broke up, then Peter dated Gwen, then MJ dated Gwen, then MJ and Peter got back together, and then Gwen's just, like, over there chilling. Gwen is a STEM major. She doesn't go to school with them. Felicia is a painting major, because it's a little ironic, because her dad would steal paintings, and then she steals paintings. But Felicia is a painting major who knows Peter and MJ through school. And then Harry, I don't really think about Harry a lot with this, because I don't have a lot of feelings about Harry. But he's there too. I wrote out all of my notes, like, brain dumping one night, because I was just like, it's all in my head and I gotta get it out. We got some more MJ doodles from my Spider-Verse. Another MJ, some Felicia stuff. I don't really like these. This is a warm-up for my comics class where she was like, draw how you're feeling today. And it was a very nice day outside. I rolled down my windows. I was grooving to some Outcast. I was eating some canned almonds. It was a pretty good day. This is stuff I drew in class. We had to draw a warm-up that day about the situation in Ukraine. Like, that was just as it had started, so I redrew a photo I saw in the news. Some highlighter drawings of Stephen and Thomas. This is a drawing that my friend Artie did. This is a drawing that my friend Steph did. We got some figure drawing homework, some muscle action. This was more recent. Muscles are a lot harder than simplified skeletons, and I don't like them. I really don't. This was when Evan and Amari and I went to Java Cats. I drew some kitties. I did the little stamp because Amber was closing, and I helped her by stamping all the little coffee cup labels. So I did my little stamp here. Java Cats is apparently closing in June, and we just found that out the other night, which is really, really sad, because I really like going here. I've only been going for like a year-ish, if even that. But it's a nice little place, and I'm sad to see it go. Evan drew this, and Amari drew that. Some Peters and Gwens. I don't like these. I was having a rough art day, trying to pull myself out of not quite an art block, but something similar, and it just wasn't really working. This was Prismacolor pencil. Thumbnails for a commission for my friend Gwen. Oh my god. My friend Charlotte. I was looking at Gwen, and Charlotte's girlfriend is named Gwen, and I just also did a commission for Gwen. My friend Shardy, commissioned me to draw a Peter and MJ comic. and I'm very excited. It's only one page, but I'm like going full ham on this. I'm like, oh yeah, because like Charlotte was like, make it art school. I was like, you know it. So yeah, I drew Peter and MJ in their cute little outfits. This was the other day. Warm up from comics. I was really anxious because I was PMSing and I was having a rough day. And then I drew this little comic and it's like, oh wow, I sure am excited to draw tomorrow. And that was me in bed. And then the next day I was like, I don't want to draw today. Because this was like right as spring break was starting. And I was like, oh my god, I have so much time to draw. And then I didn't draw as much as I meant to. So yeah, just struggling, trying to work through it. This is a spread mostly based on books that I read in the last 2 weeks. This is a thumbnail for my X-Society sticker that I made to take to the show next week, and I'm really scared it's not going to get here on time, because I really want to give them to Bill and Rav and Square and Aerospace, and it's gonna fucking suck if I'm stuck with 50 stickers that I can't give them. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I read, Magic for Liars. I read that like a couple weeks ago. It was really good. I've been meaning to draw like how I saw the characters, and I didn't really get around to it until, the other day. So that's how I saw the two characters. That's the mean girl. I forgot her name. I think it was Alexandria. Because I just remember she got called Alex and she hated it. And that's the teacher lady, who I can't remember the name of, who died, and her girlfriend, and yeah. Spoilers, I guess, for Magic for Liars. And then Charlotte and our friend Kate and I read Red, White, and Royal Blue. Well, actually, Charlotte and Kate have not finished it, but I was possessed by some sort of fucking demon, and I read the whole book in 2 weeks. 2 days. I did not like it. It was not a good book. I knew that going in, but I was curious to see what the hype was about, so I read it. And it reads like bad fan fiction. Not bad fan fiction, but it reads like fan fiction, and it's very cringe. No offense if you like the book. Casey McQuiston, if you are watching this video, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was just a little cringy, and there was so much smut in it that I didn't know was there. I thought it was gonna be like The Fault in Our Stars, or like, I don't know, Carry On, or just some sort of like YA novel, and I walked into it and I was like, oh my god, this is very explicit, and I don't know what's happening. So I drew the main characters. I do like these drawings, and I hate that I like these drawings of them because I don't really like them. But it was fun. We're gonna do like a little like hate book club for like popular books. Like we're about to read The Love Hypothesis, and there was some kind of fantasy book that we were also talking about reading. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm excited. I love being petty and bitter. That sounds bad. I actually don't. But sometimes it's fun to just make fun of things and like read things that are low stakes. So this is a drawing of my OC Mesa. The pose is referenced from the artist Auto Marus, because I just bought their sketchbook PDF and it's fucking incredible, and I love it. I love it so much. So I drew Mesa. I wrote a little quote. I already forgot what it's from. It says, she creates not because she's any good at it, but it keeps her from destroying things, and that fits Mesa. Here are failed zine proofs. Well, one failed zine proof. I printed like 16 copies of it, and then I realized the cover is cut off, so I had to reprint it. Here's a little preview of my zine. You can get it on my Gumroad, gumroad.com/marmsart, I think. I just critiqued this today, so I'm a little tired of it now. Like, I've talked about this so much, but it's about my journey with lesbianism. And this is the back page that's glued down. There's more pages too, but the other half ended up fine, so. This is a spread that I did on Sunday this week, I think. I did this like this past weekend. This is Prismacolor marker with this shitty gel pen that I love to draw with, and then Posca pens for the outlines. Just went on Pinterest and looked at these cute little food PNGs and just drew the silhouettes, then I drew the line art after. It was really fun. I like this page a lot, or this spread. Very happy with it. I love this spread so much. I love it. I think I drew this yesterday. I can't even remember. This whole week is blurring together. Um, drew my OCs. They are in a band called Iris Tuesday. I really only ever draw Memphis because he's like the main character out of them. He's also like my oldest OC out of them. Because like honestly, I don't think about the guys in the band with him that much. It's like it's his band, or it's his and his friend Denver's band. Um, just a bunch of shitty college-aged guys playing shitty music at shitty venues. This was a dying Ohuhu marker, and it kind of smeared the pen around. First I sketched with Prismacolor pencil, but it was orange, so it doesn't really show up. Then I did the thin gel pen line art. Then I did the orange Ohuhu, and then I did Posca pen in black around some of them for the outlines. I'm very happy with these. I love this page. And then I was brain dumping. I was really irritated with some school stuff and just life in general. So just drew some venti comic-y stuff over here. And then I did a little Posca landscape to calm down. And I don't know, I'm really new to Posca pens, so I always kind of avoid using them because they stress me out. And I'm never happy with how they look, but this turned out pretty decent. I keep rubbing it. I'm like rubbing crumbs off of it because Posca pen is gross in the way it sits on a lot of shitty paper, and this is a very shitty sketchbook. Then these were some doodles I did during my art history lecture yesterday. They're fun. When I get bored, I draw naked women, as you'll see in my pocket sketchbook that I'm about to do a tour of after this, because I also finished that today. Yeah, when I'm bored, I draw boobies. This is an empty envelope. I'd like to draw on it and then maybe put some stuff inside of it. I just glued it down yesterday because I was like, halfway point. So that's it for the drawings in this sketchbook. If we go to the back, we have some scrap paper that I'm probably never going to use, but I keep back here anyways. This is a little business card from an artist on Etsy. It looks like it says Kimmy Sour. It's a little faded. Amber bought stickers from them, and they're very cute. They got me some little Pokemon stickers, I believe. I think that's the artist it's from. My best friend for Christmas got me a Morning Doves tote bag. Here, let me scoot this over. A Morning Doves tote bag. It's so cute. I use it literally every day. I have used it every day for like the last 3.5 months. It's Garfield as a little cowboy. And apparently I showed it to her on Instagram and I said I wanted it. And I have no memory of this, but I'm glad she remembered because I adore it. And I was so surprised when I opened the package. This is a Psyduck tag from a Psyduck plushie I bought. And this is the little paper scrap thingy that came with a Megamind McDonald's toy that my other best friend got me for Christmas. Then we go to the back. Got some stickers. These are Amber's Bearded Dragons. I made her these stickers for Christmas. Got a Clifford Band-Aid that she got at the doctor. It wasn't used. Her doctor gave her an extra Band-Aid. I don't remember why. I think she had to go get some shots. I have no idea where this came from. I kind of forgot it was there. Foster the People sticker. It was, well, I was in the middle of talking and my entire tripod just kind of collapsed. So that's cool. Totally didn't give me a heart attack. This Foster the People sticker was on the cover of me and Thea's iPad, and I don't know, it's not that cute, so I took it off and I put it on the back of my sketchbook. I've had this sticker since 7th grade. I bought it off of Redbubble when I was 13, and it's just been sitting in a shoebox for 7 years, and I was like, okay, maybe I will find a place for it, but this is its final resting place. This is a sticker from a farmer's market, sticker from Sticker Up, because now that I order from them every month, they send me these cute little sticker sheets with like sample stickers, and this month it was little cats. This is a Winter Bloom sticker. I did some Halloween merch for us, and it looks gross because it's transparent, and it's like wearing into the texture of my sketchbook. But I drew this last fall, so I just slapped it on the back. And that is the first half of my sketchbook. We'll see how long it takes me to do the rest, because one of my New Year's resolutions was to fill up 2 sketchbooks, and technically I do have this little guy that I have filled, but I started it last year and just, I don't know if I'm gonna count it. I want to fill 2 big sketchbooks, I think, and then I don't have a goal with these guys. I'm about to record the tour of this, so keep an eye out for that. I don't have any other thoughts left in my brain. If you would like to see more of my art, I'm on various social medias such as Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I have a Gumroad, I have a Patreon, I have a Ko-fi. I'm working on developing a webcomic called Small Miracles. Um, I used to have a webcomic called Witch Hunt, but it's kind of on indefinite hiatus for right now because I kind of burnt myself out on it and I don't like where it's at right now. Um, yeah, that's all. Uh, Smash the like button and subscribe. Or not. Okay, bye.